How you doing there, folks? This is Dublin City today. I am Sean. It is Sunday, the 26th of May. It is 1:30 p.m. afternoon, and I thought I'd do something different with you guys. I'm going to show you my walk from the top of ConnellStreet, where I am now. That's the Ambassador Theatre over there. Parnell Square. It's just to the right of it over there. This is ConnellStreet down here. Down this way is ConnellStreet, which is going to bring us onto Westmoreland Street, onto College Green, past Trinity College, and to Grafton Street. So I'm going to bring you basically on my journey from ConnellStreet when I get here to my journey to Grafton Street, and see what I get up to while I'm there as well. So like I say, I thought I'd do something a little different for you guys today, just to show you around the town. And it's after brightening up nicely actually. It was raining earlier on, and I was thinking to myself, oh no, because Sunday is a good busking day, you know. But thankfully the rain has gone. We still have a few clouds, but it is rather nice, I must say. It's not too hot, not cold, just nice and warm and dry. That's the main thing for getting some busking done, you know. So like I say, we are on ConnellStreet right now. We have the Holiday Express in over there, Murray's Public House over here. You'll see there's plenty of pubs here in Dublin, folks. So yeah, we have a bus coming down here, down ConnellStreet. And like I had said before, I grew up on these streets. I'm a child in the 70s. I was born in 1971. So yeah, Dublin City Centre, I know it fairly well now, you know. Amazing city, amazing history as well, but I won't get into all that. I just basically, this is just a quick tour. Nothing too crazy, nothing too serious, a bit of crack, you know. So yeah, the Gresham Hotel across the road there, really nice hotel, steeped in rich history as well actually, like pretty much everywhere is around here, you know. So this is a Lewis stop, where the Lewis, the tram system, stops. There's one coming up here actually, we'll get to see that now in a second. So again, that's down the end of ConnellStreet towards Parnell Street, and we are going the opposite direction towards Grafton Street. So yeah, the Gresham Hotel is really nice. If ever you're here, even if you're not staying there, we'll maybe have some lunch or something like that. It's a really cool place. And Madigan's there beside it, great pub as well. We're coming up to the Savoy Cinema, which has been there since I was a child anyway. I remember that's where I saw Star Wars when it first came out as a kid, you know. That was my first experience of this. So that's the Savoy Cinema over there. A great cinema actually. And there's the tram, the Lewis I was telling you about, and it's stopping there at the stop. Over there used to be a cinema, and it was called Carlton. And it was just like the Savoy. It was a great cinema. And yeah, there used to be great cinemas here in Dublin. There still is some, you know. Good for you really, but just on ConnellStreet there was two main ones, and that was the other one over there. It was the Carlton Cinema House. But I don't want to bore you to tears on all that. Not that you're bored with it, of course. That's the hop on, hop off bus over there for tourists when they come to Dublin. They can get around the place and yeah, get a bit of a tour and find out some of the history of the place and stuff, you know. So they're pretty cool. Obviously pretty busy during summer. And over across there we have the Burger King in the corner. It's been there for a very long time actually. very long time indeed, even since I was a kid again. So we're coming up to the spire here in the centre of ConnellStreet, and it's, you'll see when we get up close, pretty high actually. I'm not sure what the exact height on it is, but it's high. Yeah, I remember they put that in. It's fairly recent actually. Can't remember what year, but pretty recent, the spire. And of course across from the spire is the famous GPO. GPO is the General Post Office here in Dublin, and that is really steeped in history. That's where the 1916 Rising, that was the main battleground of the 1916 Rising, which led to the Irish Civil War, which led to the Irish independence. So yeah, lots of history. Over there you have North Earl Street, and that's where the portal is. And the portal has been closed down a few times. apparently over some misbehaviour, you know, so, or some skullduggery, whatever name you want to put to it. But yeah, it's been getting a lot of attention. I came out here one night. I posted a video of a baby that was doing a dance battle with somebody in New York. And I don't know what came over me, but I put my camera down and I started dancing. And somebody recorded it and put it on TikTok, and it has like 104 million likes or something. It's just kind of funny. It was a mad night. But that was my experience of it. But here we go.
Ayla with Mammy, please.
There we go. And New York are 5 hours behind for anyone who's unsure. So yeah, we'll go back out onto the middle of ConnellStreet, and there's the spire of Dublin. A big needle in the middle of the road, to be fair, but sure, it's a nice needle, and it's ours, so we'll take it. Yeah, so the GPO, and you know, actually with the GPO, it still has bullets from the 1916 Rising in the pillars. I can go over and give you a quick look if you're interested. If you're still tuned in and watching, sure, look, you may as well. I'll give you a quick look, because it's just interesting that they, like when they were refurbishing the GPO after all the damage that was done and everything, that they decided to leave the bullet holes there. I think just like as a reminder, you know. So yeah, we'll take a look. So you can see some bullet holes here. I mean, yeah, they're all over the pillars really. So yeah, it's just an interesting piece of information, I suppose. And like, if you know the song Zombie by the Cranberries, when she's singing about 1916, that's what she's singing about. It's about the Easter Rising in Dublin. So that's a history lesson, or maybe a little bit more, we'll see. There's Cleary's across the road over there, like, and Cleary's was the main department store in Ireland, you know, when I was a kid growing up, like, especially in Dublin. Like Cleary's, like, see the clock over here, Cleary's. Well, we used to have a saying here in Dublin, if you're going to meet somebody, you'd say you'd meet them under Cleary's clock, and everybody would meet under Cleary's clock. You know, it was famous for, like, you didn't even have to ask where you're going to meet, you just meet under Cleary's clock, you know, and it became a well-known place for people meeting up, you know. Yeah, I remember back in the 70s and 80s, and you'd have people waiting to meet their dates, and it's packed, you know, it's just funny. Over across the road we have Eason's. Eason's again is a bit of an institution in Ireland. It's been there a very, very long time, certainly since I was a very young child and before that. So they're established a long time here in Dublin and around the country, in fact. It's a pretty good store if you want art supplies, or buy a book, or stationery, whatever that kind of stuff is. Yeah, and down here is Abbey Street, and there used to be a cinema down there as well called the Adelphi. We have Grand Central across the road over there. It's a pretty good pub. They do some good food as well if ever you're in Dublin and you're looking for a nice lunch or whatever. It's pretty good value as well. Yeah, and of course you have your Supermax, all that kind of stuff, and your Foot Lockers and whatever. Yeah, so this is a route that I would generally take when I'm going to Grafton Street to record. So basically kind of giving you a bit of a look at the walk I take, my experience of doing this recording visitors. So we're coming up to O'Connell Bridge, which leads us on to Westmoreland Street. So O'Connell Bridge, apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently is the widest bridge in Europe. It is a very, very wide bridge, you know. As you'll see now in a minute. You've probably seen it many times anyway. But and of course there's lots of statues and stuff as well of different people, but I don't want to be stopping at every statue because this will just take forever. And yeah, if you're here and you're into statues, you'll definitely enjoy it. So yeah, we're on O'Connell Bridge right now, And so this is one side of the street over here, one side of the bridge, and the other side of the bridge all the way over there. So it is rather a large bridge, and it is now 20 to 2 in the afternoon, and we are getting ever closer. How you doing? How are you? How you doing, folks? So yeah, we are coming up to Westmoreland Street there now. And like I say, yeah, it's after brightening up quite nicely, and it's actually good. I always keep an eye on the light for recording, you know, and some days it's too sunny and it messes up the light, you know, whereas when it's kind of overcast and cloudy, you just get really nice light for making videos, you know. So it's a bit overcast and cloudy at the moment, and if that could continue for a while, I wouldn't mind that at all, because it just, like I say, makes the lighting really, really nice, you know. So again, that's a ConnellStreet down there. I don't actually get locked down, so I better get off the road. Yeah, so that's the quays down there, and the quays like bring you down to Euston Station, train station and stuff, to Phoenix Park, all that kind of stuff. And the quays down there as well. But so over this side where we're going now of the city, actually I'll tell you, is the south side of Dublin, and the other side of ConnellStreet here is actually the north side of Dublin. So that's how you know if you're on the south side of the city or the north side of the city. It'll be dependent on what side of ConnellStreet you're on, or Connell Bridge, you know. So yeah, because the river Liffey separates the city in two, like I say, north and south. Grafton Street is on the south side of Dublin, Dublin 2. So yeah, we are coming up onto Westmoreland Street. In fact, we're on Westmoreland Street, and we have we're coming up to the wax museum here. It's pretty cool. If you're coming over with the kids or whatever, they'll enjoy it, you know. So yeah, it's nice pubs down along here as well, actually. So this is the Lewis again, and this is the Westmoreland Street stop. I'm sorry if the camera is a little bit shaky or whatever. I'm actually not using a gimbal. I just have my camera on a tripod with the mic on, and there's I'm missing a part on the gimbal actually, which I'm sent away for, so I'll have that going soon. So yeah, the wax museum here, and that, like I say, is on Westmoreland Street. Yeah, some pretty cool models here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place actually. So yeah, onward we go, folks. Okay. And the Lewis, I have to say, is a really good mode of transport around the city. You know, it's a great addition to the city, I have to say. Yeah, it's been fantastic to get right there. Some girls out on a hen night there. There's this like machine that you cycle, and like get a big group of you all cycle together, and it gets you around the city. That was what they were going to buy on there. I'll show you again another day what they're all about. But I was thinking I could do some more stuff around the city if you guys are interested in that. Because look, I wouldn't mind showing you guys around the city and showing you different places and stuff like that. And of course, it's always going to be a busking channel, but just to show the city a little bit as well, you know. Because when I set the channel up, it was to promote the buskers and to promote Dublin, and you know. So yeah, so if you're interested, leave a like and let me know, and I will definitely do more sort of around the city videos. So we are coming up to College Green, leaving Westmoreland Street, and if you're still with me and haven't fallen asleep, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Of course, for me this is just an everyday thing, you know, so yeah, it's kind of every day, so it's nothing special. Well, it is special to me actually. Going in, getting to walk anywhere is a special thing for me. I don't take things for granted, you know, but it is a lovely walk when I come into town. And over here we have Bank of Ireland, which was the original Parliament buildings here in Dublin. They were the original government buildings, like, when they were ruled by the British. And of course we have Dáil now, a different place entirely, so that's Bank of Ireland took over that. And it's a dual chamber, like specifically built to be a Parliament building, like, so it's a lot of history in that as well. And over here, of course, Trinity College, the famous Trinity College. I just love Trinity College building and everything, and the history to it. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful building. I've always loved it, you know, to look at. Yeah, we do have some beautiful buildings in Dublin, to be fair, like the Trinity College, just gorgeous. And of course, opposite Trinity College down this street here is down Dame Street, which is a really cool street as well, actually. I'll do a tour of that one day. And we are coming up, and so this is College Green here, where we are now, and we are coming up towards Grafton Street now. It's after getting much busier now, you'll see there's going to be a lot more people milling about than when I was over the other side, because this is the best street in the world in my opinion. So it's always pretty busy, really, you know, especially at the weekends. And we do have a lot of extra tourists here. There's a lot of, I hear a lot of American voices around the city, which is great. So any of you Americans that are coming over, I hope you're having a great time and enjoying the city. And yeah, hopefully you've been to Grafton Street if you've been here, and go check out some of your favourite buskers. And always, if you do come to Dublin and you're checking out Grafton Street and checking out the buskers, where everybody here is very approachable, you know, and you can come up and say hello, and we love it, you know, and the buskers. You know, but I've had a few people come up to me that have been watching the channel, and I love it too, and so do the buskers. You know, when somebody comes up and they introduce and say they watch the channel, they support it and everything, it's just brilliant, like. And I'm not just saying it, it sounds cliche, but it really is. It makes your day, like. So, like I say, if you're ever here, definitely feel free to come and approach any of us. So yeah, coming up onto Grafton Street now. I predict it's going to be quiet actually, because of the fact that, like, it was raining earlier on, and a lot of buskers might have kind of thought, nah, I'm not going out in the rain. So there's probably a good few of them at home now kind of thinking, maybe I'll go in actually. So it could be more than might come in a little later, you know, because usually this spot here will be taken. And this spot is actually a very, like, it's a favourite spot of Jacob Coopman, man. He's always playing there, like, I mean, he plays in a lot of places, but you'll see him most of the time there, I think, anyway. But so sounds like there's something going on up here, protests or something, you know. But yeah, this is Grafton Street on Sunday, 26th of May. It's a roughly 1:45 in the afternoon, and we're about to see who's playing. And of course, to our right here we have Brown Thomas department store. And I have to say about Brown Thomas, you have the absolute best window displays ever. Like, the window displays are amazing, and they change them all the time, like, and they're just so cool, like, so cool. Ali is playing there at the moment. We don't record Ali on the channel anymore. He doesn't have it. Hey there, folks. So that's Ali doing her thing, and like I say, like Ali was like amazing on DCT, and she did loads of this channel, you know, to get us where to give us that initial push to get us moving, you know. And then it was decided for the folks on her channel, like, that DCT didn't really need her, that she gave us great exposure and everything, you know what I mean? Like, so once we got established, it was like huge thanks to Ali, and let her go and do her thing, you know. So but you see her sometimes on the channel, like, you know, like occasions like Christmas or whatever, say Happy Christmas or that kind of stuff, you know. But we just don't, and it's the same for any busker. There are some buskers that just rather than not do, just want to do their own thing, or they don't want to be on the internet, but they might have different reasons, whatever it is. But I'd never ever record anybody that isn't happy to be on the channel, you know. I'd never do that, like. So I explain that to all the buskers. I tell them that look, I only want people to be on the channel who wants to be on the channel, you know, and I absolutely no problem with anybody who doesn't want to be. I totally respect them, you know. So I get on great with even some buskers aren't on the channel. I get on great with them, like, because that's just what they want from me. absolutely no issue with it. So like I say, it is a quiet day for busking. But one thing you can be sure of, no matter what's going on, Ali is always out, you know. I mean, like, Ali's like unstoppable. I remember like as a kid when things got really cold, freezing cold, and all the lads would be going home saying, oh, this is too much. And Ali was like 13, 14 and she would just want to stay playing, like, and it's like, I mean, it's her, she just enjoy whatever it is in there, like she just like, no matter what, even if her hands and fingers were blue, she'd keep going, you know, and she'd be there before everybody was there, after the last one there as well, you know. So Ali's put in some amount of work doing her thing, you know. So huge respect to her. And like I say, DCT is always hugely grateful to Ali for what she did for the channel to get us up and running, you know.
I thought you were turning.
So we're coming up to the top now, I think. Key West, it sounds like Key West are playing at the moment. And I hope, like I say, this hasn't been, the footage hasn't been too wobbly, or my talking hasn't been too waffly. Like I say, I don't have the gimbal with me, but when I get it operating again, it'll make for a lot more smoother footage and stuff, you know. So before we get up here, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who've been tuning in, showing your support and leaving your comments and just giving lots of love. Hugely appreciated, and a special thanks to Cheryl Campbell, who has been absolutely unbelievably kind to the channel through some dark times. Cheryl Campbell has been an unbelievable, incredible sport. So I just want to single her out as a special thanks. And so here we are, thank you Cheryl, and here we are coming up to Key West doing our thing.
In a kind of a place. And but another side story, to be brief about this, there is actually a couple who bought a B&B in France, called it Apple Tree Hill, planted an apple tree.
Key West gets some great crowds here on Grafton Street, you know. They're great lads, really sound lads. There's Cav and Glover. There's both their names are Andy, you know. So to tell them apart, instead of saying Andy, you have two of them look around. One of them is, surname is Kavanagh, so they call him Cav. And the other one is called Glover, so they call him Glover. So it's Cav and Glover.
Quite literally our final song.
So, they're just finishing up now.
A bit about us. We're just two members of the band, guys. The band is called Key West.
I'm not sure if some of you remember that Ryu here. Ryu, he was used to be Jacob Cooper's cameraman, and he was a busker himself as well. And he works with Key West now. They've been great to him, like, and he's doing phenomenally well since he came to Dublin. That's Ryu over there.
Despite all that success, we never made any money.
Giving the stuff to the kid.
The record deal, the record industry.
Yeah, he was, like I say, Jacob Cooper's cameraman, and a really cool musician, and he's doing some great work with Key West now, so it's great to see. But Key West always get great crowds here at Grafton Street, and lovely lads, like I say. So go and check their stuff out. It's well worth listening to, they're super talented. Okay, so I reckon we leave it at that, folks. Just want to say a massive thank you again to everybody for all your support. It is hugely appreciated. And yeah, let me know if you want to see some more tours of Dublin, and yeah, we could definitely do that. You know, there's loads of Dublin that I'd love to show you guys. So like I say, we're just going to finish up there, and thanks a million guys, and have a great week coming up.